everyone, it's your girl Elaine here with Jeremy.
Hello.
We're going to have another board game discussion today. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 10 games we'd like to play. So these are basically the games that didn't necessarily come out this year, but that we purchased in the last year and just didn't get around to playing because we're slackers.
Yeah.
We're slack-offs, we're loafing around.
Yeah, because board games are all about dreams. It's about buying them and never playing them.
Because they look so good on a shelf.
Yeah.
They're like books.
Don't want to damage the box.
Window dressing. I do like books, though. Very nice.
Do you want to start off with number 10?
Okay. My number 10 is a game called Sagrada, where we get to make pretty stained glass windows. For me, I think the appeal in this game is mainly just aesthetics. It's like a very attractive looking game. I think it's going to be very tactile because they're the dice and you're, playing with those predominantly. I do like the fact that there are expansions. I do own some of them. Have not played them, obviously, but I look forward to that. I just think that this is at the bottom of my list because, gameplay-wise, I don't think it's going to appeal to me as much as some of the other things on my list, but it's so pretty.
Yeah, I like the fact that the dice are like the parts of the window, and I think that's kind of a cool idea. I like that like you were saying, with the tactile kind of sense of it, which is kind of cool.
You said that twice.
Did I?
I think so.
No.
You're
I just
cute.
What?
No, you said that's kind of cool twice. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, I do that sometimes.
You do. You're redundant. It's okay.
Well, my number 10 is Mariposas.
Oh.
Which is about
Good
butterflies.
One. We like butterflies.
Yeah, it's about butterflies flying to Canada and then flying back down to America and then to Mexico and then to Asia and then to Australia. No, I think they're just flying north.
They're just flying all over the place.
But it's like it goes through like the life cycles and like you spawn new generations and you collect flower tokens and all that kind of stuff.
Little baby butterflies.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I like the components, the butterfly components. Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, I think this game looks a little busy for me. Like there's just so much. There's so much going on. It's a little overwhelming and all the different colors. I've heard some people have had issues just like picking out the different colors and noticing things on the board.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does look like a nice game. I look forward to playing it sometime.
Yeah. Well, I think you will also approve of my number 9.
Will I?
My number 9 is Pandoria.
Ooh.
It almost has panda in the name.
It almost has panda. Well, it does, but then there's an Oria at the end. Very sad.
No, it has pand and an Oria.
Oh.
So it doesn't have panda in the name.
It's
but
Panda
close.
Oria. No. It's Panda Oria now.
It's like a tile laying game where you score based on surrounding the tiles and where your kind of meeples are in comparison to where they are, and you're collecting resources and such like that.
Yeah, because you're trying to settle the land.
Yeah,
in
you're
a generic
exploring.
fantasy land.
Yeah,
And you're a different race of fantasy creature. That's generic as well. Yeah, I cut you off a lot. I'm sorry.
I feel like this is one of those skits where as soon as the person starts talking, then the person says something. The thing that kind of put this lower on my list is just that I feel like the theme's a little tacked on because like there's nothing about the actual game that really kind of lines up to the theme. Really, like it could just be a generic tile laying game, and it's pretty much the same thing.
But I look forward to it because we don't really have that many tile laying games.
Yeah.
My number 9 is Mandala Stones, and I think this game is going to appeal to me for similar reasons. It's a very aesthetically pleasing game. I think it's going to be very tactile because you're picking up like all the different stones. And again, same thing. I don't think the gameplay is going to appeal to me as much, but it looks easy to learn.
Yeah, it looks easy to learn, easy to play, easy to put away, easy to
all the things we like
up.
about board games.
Yeah. It does look kind of cool when the board's all set up with all the stones on top of each other. It looks like interesting with all the little stacks and the different ways of scoring. That's kind of cool.
Looks fun, but not as fun as some other stuff.
Yeah, I agree with your number 9.
Ooh, agreement.
But what is your number 8?
That would be Zooloretto.
Ooh.
It has a panda on the cover, so I'm gonna love it.
Yes.
And I gotta be queen of my zoo. To me, this seems like a game because you're basically just trying to make the bestest zoo ever. That's basically like Zoo Tycoon, the board game. And I loved Zoo Tycoon as a kid. Especially like, this sounds terrible, but I loved freeing the lions so they'd like run after everybody and I get to hear them scream. I was a weird child. But I mean, I don't think we could do that. But I like the fact that the board art is really nice. Like all the pieces are very nice. The covers, I meant the cover. The cover art's very nice. All the components are very nice. There's a panda on the cover and they're expansions and I'm happy.
Photorealistic panda.
Don't mock a photorealistic panda. Unknown from China.
I think it'll be interesting competing to see which one of us has the best zoo, and I'm sure you will probably take that crown.
Obviously, because I'm going to have China's pandas on loan.
Yes. Well, my number 8 is a type of game that I think you would like as well, and that is Here to Slay.
Ooh, I will probably like this game.
That is a tea turtle game, so it's the same people that make like unicorns and
Unstable unicorns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually just call it unicorns, but yeah, Unstable unicorns. And Llamas Unleashed. And I think might like this one better than those, even though I really like Unstable unicorns, but just because it's not the generic like draw a card, play a card kind of style. You can roll dice and you're battling things, and it's almost like Munchkin and unicorns together.
D&D-esque, which I think appeals to you.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Obviously I like the artwork. There's different ways to win, which is kind of cool. The bosses all look really cool from what I've seen.
Cute artwork. I think that's what sells most of these games. It's just like the really, really, really freakishly adorable artwork.
Yeah, I think everybody likes that kind of artwork.
I mean, if you don't, you're weird, I guess. I mean, we still love you. It's just we question your aesthetic sensibilities, I guess. I don't know. Like, So.
Well, my number 7 is a very narrative-driven game.
Oh, no.
That is Call to Adventure.
Oh no, yeah, not a good choice, dude. Not a good choice.
Call to Adventure is kind of interesting. You're like playing through your character's like existence from like their origins up through where they end up, and that's kind of cool. Have like negative points and positive points throughout the whole thing. And was it Trials and Triumphs? I think it was
Trials and Tribulations and all those things.
Fun
stuff.
Yeah, and they have expansions for it with like the Brandon Sanderson stuff, like Stormlight Archive, and I already own the Kingkiller Chronicles one.
Yeah,
the Name of the Wind.
So thrilled about that one.
So that's kind of interesting to like have characters play through those kind of scenarios in books that like I've liked and read before.
You'll already see the book review up on the channel about my feelings.
Name of the Wind. Well, Name of the Wind has gotten worse just because he hasn't finished the series, but
that's a lot of authors who write epic fantasy novels. George R. R. Martin.
Well, we're getting off track. What is your number 7?
My number 7 is a game called Mystic Vale, where we're all druids trying to like cleanse the land. And I think the appeal to me is the fact that you get to craft cards and make them better. And it reminds me in a sense of Gloom, just because they have like the transparent cards that get adjusted when you modify them with new cards, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But art's cool too. And I think like the theme just appeals to me because I like nature. We like trees. Yeah,
it definitely has a couple of mechanics in there that I think are kind of interesting to me. Like, it almost has like a Magic the Gathering kind of thing, because like having the things where you turn it over and they have like the resources or whatever. I don't know. The building, not only building decks but building cards. That's pretty cool. I like that. I think we'll like it. Yeah. Next up is number 6. Yes. Because that comes before 7 in logic. In this we're counting down, so it comes after 7. Shh. What's your number 6? That would be Wingspan, dear. Ooh, that's a good one. 'Cause I think this game appeals to me for a few different reasons. Art. Yeah, the art style is nice. It's like watercolors. Yeah. And it looks like it has a lot of nice components. Yeah. And it has birds in it because I'm pretty sure you're bird watchers, and then you're trying to make like a bird economy out of cards and things, really. Like, I know that's not how they tell you the game is played. You're just like a bird watcher, but it's basically like a bird economy of cards from what I've seen. That is I feel like I'm going to hate playing this with you though, because you're going to do like, and this one comes off this one, which comes off this one, and that chain affects my other one. And it's an engine building game, right? Murder me. Yeah, engine building is literally what I try to do all the time, and it's a headache. Yeah. But that's a lot of fun. That's 30-minute turns. That comes with the dice roller. That's like a birdhouse, right? I think so. Yeah. Maybe. Is that what that is? I think it is. Isn't it like a dice roller? I don't know. It was cute when I saw it, and then I cut you off because, this is my game. I'm talking now. This is like a special edition or something, but I think it comes with that. Well, I'm going to move on to my number 6 now. Oh, yeah? What's that? My number 6 is actually a decent one to follow my number 7, and that is Mistborn House War. Ew. Yeah. Based off the Brandon Sanderson. Yes. That's totally his name. Yeah. It's based off my favorite books by Brandon Sanderson, which are the Mistborn books. I have not read the second trilogy yet. The Alloy of Law? Yeah, I haven't read that trilogy. I started the first book, but I did like the original Mistborn trilogy. I like Allomancy and all, and Feruchemy, whatever, however it's pronounced. I like that stuff, and it seems really cool. There's a lot of like espionage stuff going on, and
Like espionage stuff with the hand movements.
yeah, you get like challenges and stuff that you have to beat. It almost has like a legendary vibe to it, but it's not really like legendary. But they lay challenges out on the board, and you have to beat them and stuff. I think it's really cool.
But you got to be bad.
Yeah, you're trying to impress the Lord Ruler.
Yeah, you're naughty.
So you get to kind of go up against the good characters from the books.
Well, that's nice because some of them aren't my favorite. I'm sure they're not everyone's favorite too, so it's fine.
Well, I'm going to do my number 5 now.
Are you?
Yeah, because we're doing this like alternating thing on who does twice in a row.
I mean, really.
And my number 5 is Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Ooh.
And I like the fact that it's a push your luck kind of game where you're just drawing out of a bag. You're simultaneously drawing out of a bag, which I think is cool.
That always worked out very well for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like the theme behind it, like making potions.
Ooh, I like making potions.
Trying to add good ingredients to your bag, like going shopping and adding good ingredients, but there's still that element of like luck. And it looks like it'll be like a roller coaster ride kind of thing.
Yeah, and you get to be a quack.
Yes.
So that's exciting. You're
quack.
quackers. Yeah, you're a little duck now.
I think it'll be really cool. I like it.
You don't know that. We haven't played yet.
But I like the concept.
So you'll like it?
Yeah.
I feel like we've said that about a few games and then it didn't work out, but that's okay. We digress.
Listen, that's what board games are all about.
My number 5 is a game called Root, which I'm sure everyone's like, oh, the gasp! How could you not have played it yet? So this one, it's like you try to like get control of the forest, and there are 4 different factions for the base game, I think, and you try to gain control in different ways. So I think the thing that's kind of daunting for this one is like, if that's the case, then that's basically 4 different sets of rules you have to learn based off of whatever you decide to play that day. So it kind of sucks if you like typically play for 2 people and then you learn like the 2 and then you like, let's say, incorporate more people after.
You give them the people that you're not used to.
Well, yeah, but then you have to teach them how to play them. Like there's no, like it's not like, hey, this is a game where we're all playing it the same way.
Yeah, it does seem like a game that might be a little bit daunting to teach.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like it's going to be as conducive to that teaching like group environment unless everyone has like specifically taken the time to learn like one thing and then kind of get good at that one thing. But then it's like, okay, well, I'm just playing this one thing, so I don't have to learn the other one. And it's like, that's kind of limiting. But there are expansions.
Yeah. I do like the fact that it's kind of like there's different ways of playing and you can kind of like master the ones that you like. And that's kind of cool. Like,
but at the same time, it's like...
I just said like a lot.
I want to do new stuff.
I like the meeples. The meeples are cool.
It's funny. I didn't like the box art that much. And the little component pieces too much.
You didn't like the little meeples? They look
mean,
cool.
the meeples are okay. They're not my favorite. I've seen better meeples and better components. Yeah, okay. It's very cartoony.
Well, you have it like number 5. Number 5 is pretty high on your list.
No, I know, because I think I'll enjoy it. It's just like the components aren't my favorite.
That's true.
That's okay. As long as the game's good. I don't have to like the components. They could just be cubes.
Very true. What is your number 4?
My number 4? This is kind of like, in a way, your previous game choice. Because my number 4 is this lovely game called Brew, which is out by Pandoria, where you're making potions, and then there's also animals. Like 2 of my favorite things, making potions and also animals.
It's like Zooloretto and Quacks of Quedlinburg together.
Well, we're not like making a zoo.
No, but you release the animals into like your forest sections, don't you?
Is that what we do?
You like collect.
I don't know. I just looked at the animals and I got distracted by
you collect
them,
forest cards and like you release the animals that you have when you have a certain amount and you release them and you get bonuses and stuff.
Oh,
and you get
well,
points.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I just want animals. Like I just think about collection.
And you're making potions and all that
stuff.
It looks cool. Like the artwork looks cool.
It's cute.
Yeah.
But the box, like the thing I find funny about the box in particular is that I think it just has like a deer thing on it, and there's nothing about that scene that indicates what you're doing in the game. Like when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, forest animal. Like this has to do with just a forest, but like predominantly it's like I'm brewing stuff, like what the title tells you, which I find a little.
Well, I mean, I think it's because
confusing.
The artwork is like the animals are part of the environment or whatever, so that's like the big like art feature that they have. So that's why they put it on the artwork.
I don't know.
Well, my number 4 is it gave me shades of when I looked at it. It gave me shades of a game that I like, Lost Cities. when I looked at it, but it's not really like Lost Cities at all. But the
Tell us more. The suspense is killing us.
Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Ruins. We're going to be ruined by the ruins.
It's a deck building worker placement game.
So your favorite thing.
Yeah, so like that's a good combination. I like that. And I'm pretty much getting it off of the mechanics because I think I like the worker placement.
Less than the Indiana Jones-esque thing going on. Because everyone seems to go like gaga for Indiana Jones.
I mean, it seems interesting. There's also like a combat aspect to it where you have to fight the Guardians.
Well, I like fighting stuff.
Yeah.
Fighting stuff is fun.
And like the fear cards that you have to cycle in your deck and things like that. So I think it's got some interesting combinations to it of mechanics.
Yeah, but this is another one, I think, where the rules are kind of, like, daunting, and then, like, the amount of stuff that's just on our, like, little baby table.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it's table-friendly from what we've seen.
At all. Very sad.
Well, my number 3 is one that I think you'll enjoy, too.
Is that true?
Yes.
Will I enjoy it?
Yes.
That's what you think?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is Near and Far.
I'm not enthused.
You're not enthused?
I'm not
enthused.
That's a
good game, though.
How do you know? We haven't played it yet.
It seems like a good game. The concept seems very interesting. I like how you're gathering like a party out, and then you're going out and exploring the world and stuff like that. I think that seems cool, doesn't it?
That's the game?
Yeah, you're going out.
No,
and,
my lack of enthusiasm.
You're like trying to like claim the map, aren't you?
I thought you were just trying to get supplies, and then you're like, bye, bro.
No, but you got to go out and experience the story. There's like these little story points, and they're like quests and stuff. And you're playing through like a whole campaign. It's like a legacy game without it being you being boxed into playing a legacy game.
This it's not sounding better.
Why?
For me.
Well, I mean, it's like just think about Arcadia Quest. Arcadia Quest, we had so much fun with that, right?
I'm scarred.
No, I think it'll be interesting. I like the concept of it being a legacy game without it being a legacy game, and I think that's cool. Experiencing the story and quests and stuff.
So when you force me to play it and I get bored, I can bounce.
That's true.
And you could like have an imaginary friend play.
Wow, you're going into this with so much negativity.
I mean, well, my number 3 is totally better than your number 3. I could tell.
What is that?
It's Umbra Via. Also a Pandosaurus game.
Well, that is a very different game.
Yes, with a lot of pretty pieces and a pretty box and pretty things, and it's bidding. I like bidding because, I do very well with bidding games, as you know. But that's okay.
There's a strategy element to it, to my understanding, like placing the pieces down in the right spots to make sure that they close off when you have the most pieces, right?
And I'm also so good at planning. So, this is going to be like a game I win all the time.
So this is going to be one of those games where you really want it. You're really hyped to play it. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then I beat you at it really badly.
And then I don't want to play it anyway. Yeah, because you're horrible. You ruined all my dreams.
Well, what about, will you have better luck with your number 2?
Oh, well, my number 2 is a game called Equinox, which has 2 variant covers, and naturally I bought the better one, the purple one with the deer on it.
Yeah, that one, it makes me think of like this forest spirit from Princess Mononoke.
I mean, all right. And this one I was first drawn to, again, because of art. Everything with me is just like, I want pretty things. I like pretty things. And it's basically just like bidding on the bestest animals.
When I first saw like an image of it set up, it gave me Okie Dokie vibes.
Yeah, I kind of got it too.
It's very different from Okie Dokie though.
That's a good game though.
Yeah, it is a good game.
So if it's kind of like Okie Dokie but not like Okie Dokie, it's going to be fine. We'll love it.
Yeah, it's like it's bidding also, right?
Yeah.
It's bidding and you have the different animals.
Yeah,
I like
animals.
The fox looks weird. It looks like fire.
Firefox, yo. Like Ninetales. Like Ninetales.
Well, my number 2 is very opposite on the spectrum from your number 2, and that is Terraforming Mars.
I know, the people are dying inside because we haven't played this one yet.
Yeah, Terraforming Mars is one of those ones where I've always wanted to play it, or I've wanted to play it for a long time, and I have not played it.
We have not.
No. But it is in a box on my shelf, and it will get played eventually, probably.
Like the title says, we try to terraform Mars.
Yes.
Big scary corporations, I think, trying to terraform Mars.
Being a corporation, and you have to like employ people and do drilling and mining
and algae.
Yeah, and algae, growing your algae, and you're doing all that stuff just so you could be the one to terraform Mars.
The bestest.
Make all that money.
Because money's tight.
Yes, money is tight.
Or actually, money won't be tight once you've terraformed Mars.
That's true because you'll be the rich one.
Opposite of tight.
Well, my number 1.
No, you got to do it again. You have to sound more enthusiastic. Right, number 1 now.
my big number one.
Oh, that made it worse. I'm so sorry, guys.
Is a game that I honestly don't really know very much about the gameplay going in.
That's good.
It looks like I would have fun with it just because of the theming, and that is Star Wars Outer Rim.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You like Star Wars.
Yeah, and it evolves. It evolves. It involves the parts of Star Wars that I think need to get touched on more. And they did start to touch on it in The Mandalorian. It's that like smugglers, underworld, like the Outer Rim, that kind of stuff with bounty hunters and smugglers and all that.
The shady people.
Yeah, and I think that's something that Star Wars really needs to lean more into, and I like that theming. And it seems kind of cool. You have a ship, you can upgrade your ship, and you can go do jobs and face like patrols and crap.
So the upshot is you want to be naughty.
Yeah.
But in Star Wars.
Yes, in Star Wars. Naughty Star Wars.
I'm just thinking like the Princess Leia outfit, and my soul just died a little bit.
Need a little bit of boba.
No boba.
No boba?
No,
Boba's
no.
one of the characters.
I know, but no boba and no boba tea.
No boba tea.
No boba. No boba boba. No boba boba. I'm bettering now. You. Well, my number one is awesome. Or it's going to be awesome. I don't know, but it seems awesome. It's War of Whispers, which is basically a Song of Ice and Fire, or for people who don't read, a Game of Thrones board game. And you get to be shady, like Varys, and, make things happen in the world with war, and maybe kill some people that you want to kill, but like shady-like.
Yeah.
We like to be shady. That's the upshot.
You get to play the spies and like arrange invasions and stuff. It's cool.
It's good times.
And you're moving cubes around on the board.
Cubes!
Everybody loves cubes.
Totally.
Yes.
We love cubes.
I definitely that's one I'm excited for too. It did not make my list, but I'm excited for it. Yeah.
We'll play it together. It'll be
Yes.
fun. We'll
Yeah.
play Star Wars too. It'll be
Yeah.
great. Okay. I'm glad we have an understanding. So there you have it. That is our list of top 10 games that we're excited to play. What did you think of our list? Are you surprised we haven't played some of these yet? Let us know down below in the comments. We always like to know what you guys think and what some of your games are that you want to play that you haven't gotten around to and they just look nice and are collecting dust on a shelf so they look slightly less nice. And if you like what you saw here today, smash that like button until it's blue, subscribe, ring that bell so you know what's up, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, are you listening? Hey, this is Billy West. I knew you'd recognize my voice, but sometimes you can't, because you're watching King's Entertainment Reviews. Now, I would love it, being the professor, if you'd comment, like, and subscribe. You hear that? He knows what he's talking about, because he's a smart old bastard. Yeah. All right, now, get with it.